Have you ever noticed something strange? The harder you try to be peaceful, the more restless you become. You tell yourself to relax, but your mind becomes louder. You sit in silence, yet your thoughts race even faster. You search for inner peace through books, videos, meditation, and endless self-improvement. But somehow peace always seems to remain just out of reach. It is like chasing a butterfly. The more desperately you run after it, the farther it flies away. But what if the problem isn't that you haven't found peace? What if the problem is that you're chasing it? More than 2,500 years ago, Lao Tzu understood a truth that most people still struggle to grasp today. He taught that peace is not something you achieve. It is not a destination waiting at the end of a long journey. Peace is your natural state, hidden beneath all the effort, struggle, and resistance that you constantly create. According to Lao Tzu, the moment you stop trying to force peace into your life is often the exact moment it finally appears. This idea sounds almost impossible in a world that teaches us to chase everything. We are told to chase success, happiness, confidence, meaning, and even peace itself. Yet perhaps the greatest secret is this: the things most worth having cannot be chased. They can only be allowed. Imagine standing beside a lake on a calm morning. The water is naturally clear, and you can see deep beneath the surface. Now imagine stirring the water with a stick. The mud rises, and the water becomes cloudy. What would you do if you wanted the water to become clear again? Most people instinctively think they must do something, but any action only stirs the mud further. The only solution is to stop and leave the water alone. Given enough time, the mud settles naturally. The clarity was never lost. It was only hidden. Lao Tzu believed the human mind works exactly the same way. Our minds are naturally capable of peace, but through constant effort, worry, overthinking, and resistance, we stir the waters endlessly. Then we become frustrated because we cannot see clearly. The irony is that the very effort we use to find peace becomes the obstacle preventing it. Think about how often you fight your own thoughts. You tell yourself, "I shouldn't be anxious," and immediately you become anxious about being anxious. You say, "I must stop overthinking," and suddenly you're overthinking your overthinking. You command yourself, "I need to feel calm," and then you become worried because you don't feel calm enough. This creates a vicious cycle. The harder you push against your mind, the stronger it pushes back. Lao Tzu understood that force creates resistance. Whatever you fight grows stronger. Whatever you accept begins to lose its grip. This doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of unnecessary struggle. There is a difference. Imagine holding a rope in a tug-of-war against your fears. Every day you pull harder, and every day they pull harder. You become exhausted. Your hands bleed. Your entire life becomes a battle. Then one day, you realize something. You don't have to win. You can simply let go of the rope. The battle ends instantly. Many people spend years trying to control every emotion that appears inside them. They want only positive thoughts, positive feelings, and positive experiences. But life was never designed that way. Even nature contains storms. Even oceans have waves. Even the sky contains clouds. Yet none of these things disturb nature itself. The sky does not panic because clouds appear. The ocean does not resist its waves. Trees do not complain about the wind. Only humans constantly fight the natural movements of life, and in doing so, create unnecessary suffering. Lao Tzu taught the principle of Wu Wei, often translated as effortless action. Many people misunderstand this concept. They assume it means doing nothing, but that is not what Lao Tzu meant. Wu Wei means acting in harmony with life instead of against it. It means moving with the current rather than exhausting yourself swimming upstream. Consider how a river flows. The river never struggles to reach the ocean. It doesn't force its way forward. It simply follows its nature. Yet over time, it carves through mountains. Its power comes not from force but from alignment. Human beings often do the opposite. We force ourselves into situations that don't fit us. We resist changes we cannot control. We obsess over outcomes that haven't happened. We carry yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's fears. Then we wonder why peace feels impossible. The truth is that peace disappears whenever we abandon the present moment. The mind loves to travel. It revisits old wounds, rehearses future disasters, and imagines endless problems. But peace only exists here and now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, only now. Lao Tzu understood that most suffering comes from resisting reality. Reality itself is rarely the problem. Our resistance to reality creates the pain. Imagine standing in the rain. One person accepts it, while another spends the entire time complaining. Both are equally wet, yet one suffers far more than the other. The difference is not the rain. The difference is resistance. Many people believe peace will arrive after they earn more money, find the perfect relationship, achieve success, or solve every problem in their lives. But peace built upon conditions is fragile because life will always create new challenges. There will always be another goal, another obstacle, and another uncertainty. If peace depends on perfect circumstances, it will never last. Lao Tzu pointed toward a deeper peace. A peace that exists even in uncertainty. A peace that survives success and failure. A peace that remains present through both joy and sadness. This peace does not come from controlling life. It comes from trusting life. Trust is difficult because modern culture teaches us to control everything, plan everything, predict everything, optimize everything. Yet the more we attempt to control life, the more anxious we become because life cannot be controlled completely. Unexpected events will always happen. People will disappoint us. Plans will fail. Circumstances will change. Those who depend on control suffer the most when life refuses to obey their expectations. Lao Tzu invited us to develop a different relationship with existence. Instead of demanding certainty, learn to dance with uncertainty. Instead of forcing outcomes, participate fully and let go. Instead of gripping tightly, loosen your hands. The strange thing is that life often flows better when we stop trying to dominate it. Think about sleep. The harder you try to force yourself asleep, the more awake you become. Sleep comes only when effort ends. Peace works in much the same way. You cannot force peace. You can only create the conditions that allow it to emerge naturally. One of the greatest obstacles to peace is the belief that something is wrong with you. Many people secretly carry this feeling. They think they should be happier, more successful, more productive, more confident, or more enlightened. As a result, they spend their lives trying to fix themselves. But Lao Tzu offered a radical perspective. He suggested that much of our suffering comes from rejecting ourselves. The oak tree does not wish to be a pine tree. The river does not wish to be a mountain. Nature accepts itself completely. Humans rarely do. When you stop fighting yourself, a remarkable transformation begins. You no longer waste energy pretending. You no longer exhaust yourself trying to meet impossible standards. You no longer view every flaw as an enemy. In that acceptance, peace quietly appears. Not because you achieved perfection, but because you stopped demanding it. This is why peace often arrives unexpectedly. It appears during a walk, while watching a sunset, listening to rain, sitting quietly, holding someone's hand, or looking at the stars. In those moments, you are not trying to be peaceful. You are simply present. The search stops. The striving stops. The resistance stops. And what remains is peace itself. Lao Tzu knew that the greatest truths are often the simplest. The world says try harder, push more, control everything, and become someone else. Lao Tzu whispers something entirely different. Relax. Trust. Allow. Return to yourself. The peace you have been searching for has never been far away. It has been hidden beneath layers of effort, hidden beneath endless mental noise, hidden beneath the belief that you must become someone different before you can finally rest. But what if you don't need to become anyone else? What if peace is not waiting somewhere in the future? What if it has been quietly waiting beneath your struggles all along? Like clear water beneath the mud, like the sky behind the clouds, like silence beneath the noise. Perhaps peace does not arrive when you finally succeed in controlling your life. Perhaps peace arrives when you stop trying to control what was never yours to control. Maybe that is the wisdom Lao Tzu wanted us to discover. Peace is not something you create. It is something you uncover, not through force, struggle, or endless searching, but through letting go. Because sometimes the greatest obstacle standing between you and peace is your attempt to find it. If this wisdom resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments below. What is one thing you are ready to stop forcing in your life? If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more timeless wisdom from Lao Tzu. Until next time, trust the flow of life, embrace the present moment, and walk your hidden path in peace.